G'day, my name is Deleted Days and welcome to the channel. Today's video is something a fair few people have suggested I make a video on, and that is pixel arts. Now, if you know me from Xbox, you probably already know I've got a fair few pixel arts on my profile. And in these pixel arts I usually stick to one theme: anime. Anime is something that's really grown on me in the past couple of years, and while I don't stay up all night watching anime 24/7, even though I'd like to, I do like to sit back and enjoy a good anime series every now and again. And speaking of good anime series, this pixel art is of a character in a series I recently started watching and can't get enough of. That series is Re:Zero, and this character's name is Rem. And she's by far my favourite character from the series. Now, I've already made Rem before in another pixel art, or another one of my older pixel arts, but I recently found this image of Rem I couldn't help but try and turn into a pixel art. And just a disclaimer, all my pixel arts are based on already existing images. I don't want to take credit for the original artwork, but I just love seeing how well I can recreate them in Minecraft. And as you can see, the reference image is in the bottom left corner. Now, these pixel arts usually take me about 8 to 14 hours to complete, depending how big and how detailed I want to go. Recently I've been getting a lot faster with my pixel arts, and this one today only took about 6 hours to make, which is still a fairly long time, but pretty fast compared to the rest of mine. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you have any questions or even suggestions for other pixel arts, be sure to say so in the comments. Now, as you can see, I use gold blocks to outline the area before I fill it into the appropriate colours. This is just because it makes it a lot easier to keep track of where I'm up to and what areas I've already done. For example, if I was doing grey wool next to a grey concrete, it would be hard to tell the difference on the ground, and you'd have to fly up to see where you're up to. But with gold, it's a colour that's rarely used and it stands out. One of the hardest things is choosing what colours go where, and in this case what blue blocks work best for the hair. Blue has a lot of lighter variants, so it's not that hard to choose the colour. But other colours like dark blue and even pink are a little more limited in their overall colour selection, making them a little bit harder to blend and just overall use in pixel arts. Now I've nearly finished the bulk of the build and I'm up to the part where I mess around with a few of the colours and a few details. Like the ribbon in Rem's hair doesn't stand out as much as I wanted it to, so I added purple stained glass around it to make it pop out a little more. Adding glass on top of already placed blocks can add a slight tint to the block. For example, a lot of my builds use stain hardened clay with a pink stained glass on top to make it look like the character's blushing or other details similar to that. As you can see, I've also added a small colour palette. This is so I can keep track of what colours I've used, because when it comes to eyes, blending is very important. And to be able to blend colours, you need to know what colours you're using before you start. Otherwise you could end up in a situation where a colour you've already placed could be more accurate in a different spot that you haven't placed yet, and it's hard to swap the colours around once you've already placed them down. And now the pixel art is finally finished. 6 long hours and here it is. It doesn't look as good from the ground, but I'll show you what it looks like from the sky in a minute. First, I wanted to show you how it looks from down here. As you can see, a lot of different blocks have been used, and while this isn't as big as some of my other pixel arts, I think it's one of my better ones. Now over here you can see the stained glass I was talking about, and I even used black stained glass on the eye, and a bit of blue stained glass on the hair, along with the purple and the ribbon. All placed on top of the other blocks just to change the tint of that block instead of making them into an entirely different colour. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, you're probably one of the very few people to actually watch it all the way through, so thank you. Or maybe you just skipped ahead, but thanks anyway. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to say so in the comments, but if you don't want to, be sure to tell me that as well, because I don't really want to make videos that people don't want to watch. If you do want to see more, maybe I might do a tutorial on how to make these pixel arts, because they aren't that hard to do, they just take a very long time to make. But the end product is almost always worth it, well at least I think so. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time.